Hi everyone, my name is Francis and I am your virtual librarian. This year I am traveling through Rutherford County, visiting some of the agencies and organizations that help make our county such a wonderful place to live. This month I am visiting the Rutherford County Solid Waste Department, which handles the county's landfill, recycling, and trash. The Solid Waste Department provides an enormous service to the citizens of Rutherford County. It handles all of the garbage and recyclables for both individuals and businesses throughout the county. Whether you live in a municipal area and the garbage is picked up at your house, or you use one of the 10 convenience centers located throughout the county, or if you drop off debris at the construction and demolition landfill on Laurel Hill Drive in Rutherford, the Solid Waste Department deals with all of it. Many people may not realize that whether your garbage is picked up at your home or you drop your trash at one of the convenience center locations, all of that garbage ends up at the Laurel Hill waste location, where it is disposed of in one of several trash bays. After the garbage has been dumped onto the floor of the bay, it is pushed into a waiting tractor trailer where it is then compacted by a large tamping machine. Once the tractor trailer is full of compacted trash, the trailer is weighed and has a tarp put over the top to prevent litter from flying out onto the roadside as the trailer is hauled by a third-party contractor out of the county. The same process is true for recyclables. Each tractor-trailer load of garbage or recyclables weighs around 80,000 pounds or 40 tons. Amazingly, Rutherford County sends out 10 to 18 trailers of trash and recyclables every day. That's 400 to 720 tons of trash and recyclables every day that we ship outside of our county. When you consider that our county's population is around 65,000 people, that's roughly 20 pounds of garbage per person per day. In addition to regular household garbage and recyclables, the Laurel Hill Solid Waste location also accepts batteries, old computers and TVs, appliances such as refrigerators, stoves, and hot water heaters, cooking oil, motor oil, and tires. The tires are shipped by tractor-trailer load to a tire recycling facility where they are transformed into rubber mulch, astroturf, and other products. Individuals can also bring yard waste such as brush or tree limbs, fluorescent light bulbs, mercury thermostats, and metal to the solid waste area to be sorted and disposed of properly. Finally, the C&D landfill accepts all construction and demolition materials, including brick, shingles, siding, and flooring, and this is the only debris that is currently buried within the county's landfill. The 10 convenience centers located throughout the county accept much of the same material as the Laurel Hill site. However, electronics are not accepted at these locations. If you live in a municipal area with trash pickup, your city or town taxes include waste removal. County residents, or those who live outside any town limits, pay a yearly solid waste fee with their county tax bill and are then permitted to use any of the convenience centers free of charge. Everyone who uses the landfill area on Laurel Hill Drive pays to dispose of their trash, and the fees vary depending on what items you are trashing. The attendants are very helpful when it comes to navigating where to drop off your refuse within the solid waste facility, and the fees are minimal, existing largely to cover the cost of proper removal and disposal depending upon the type of item. Trash and recycling are extremely valuable services offered to the citizens of Rutherford County. If these services were not in place, it would only take about 2 months before trash piled up at Laurel Hill Drive in Rutherford would be foul-smelling even south of Forest City. Given that all of Rutherford County's trash and recyclables are transported via truck outside of the county, and including the cost of purchasing and maintaining garbage trucks and other heavy machinery, as well as following all local, state, and federal regulations with regards to the environmental impact of the county's landfill sites, the Solid Waste Department has a very complex budget structure. The Solid Waste Department uses what's known as an enterprise fund to finance operations. An enterprise fund is a self-supporting government fund that sells goods and services to the public for a fee. It's often used with public services such as water, power, sewer, sanitation, and airports. The Enterprise Fund helps the Solid Waste Department best manage its multiple sources of funding and its expenses. It is because of this budget structure and a mid-year third-party increase of 26% in the cost of hauling refuse out of the county that beginning in 2023, the county and solid waste department had to make the difficult decision to close all the convenience centers on Wednesdays. Perhaps in future budgets, these closures can be reversed. As you can see, Solid Waste Director James Kilgo has a lot on his plate. Fortunately, he has a great team in place to help him get the job done. Within the Solid Waste Division, there are 15 full-time staff members, 46 part-time staff members, and 6 local inmates. When asked what he wants the citizens of Rutherford County to know about the landfill, garbage, and recycling in our community, Solid Waste Director James Kilgo says that they have an extremely dependable staff that provides many services to our community and works hard to keep costs to a minimum. In return, Kilgo says the one thing that the community could do to make the biggest difference for the Solid Waste Department is to make sure that all their trash is placed in the proper containers for disposal. This would include proper bins at the convenience centers and proper cans that the municipalities pass out for collection. Kilgo adds that if any citizen has any questions about proper disposal, please feel free to call 828-287-6125 and solid waste staff will be happy to assist them.